Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to CricBuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
One of the pillars of the IPL, one of the deepest associations of this tournament, which is MS Dhoni captaining in yellow. Well, two of those things are going to happen and the third is not. There's still going to be MS in yellow, but he's not going to be captaining anymore after a marathon run of 204 games. Jadeja is going to be captaining with MS Dhoni there. You'll think, will it still be? I mean, we saw it, right? I mean, Joyce brought up the point about India captaincy when in the white ball format, MS handed it over to Virat and he was still playing the game. Would you still see Jadeja deferring to MS Dhoni? It only makes sense to have that experience and then use it, especially with the vantage point that MS has from behind the stumps added to that. Would you see him almost being the fielding team captain?
No, I don't, because it would be unlike Dhoni to do that. I think Dhoni's conversation with Jadeja would be, "मैं हूं ना, पर तू कप्तान है. You do it. If you want, I can be in your year, but this is your team. You go and lead the team." Much like he did. If you see when Virat was captain, he wasn't in Virat's ear all the time. Occasionally from slip, you could hear from the stump, "Chico, zara usko wahan kar."
Yeah.
But that's all. So it became Virat's team pretty quickly, and I think he'll do. Knowing him, that is what he will do.
Will it be a start of a new era for Chennai? We'll know. There's some new players that have come in. They love retaining their old core. They went hard and fast after most of the players that were in their squad the previous year. They went hard and fast after them, and why wouldn't they, of course? And that's what you see. They've managed to keep a lot of those. They've managed to change a lot of those. He likes to keep. He likes to keep that thick middle, the all-rounders, and you can see he's very rich on the all-rounders in there. And the one name that stands out for me is Shivam Dube. He's a young gent who was in contention for India, right? In that number 6, that ever elusive number 6, bowled slightly quick, hit a few big hits kind of role that was required. Then he faded away, and now could this be that little elixir that he requires?
Yeah, look, with the thing with the CSK team though is either you'll get lots of chances to play and you'll be completely backed, or you could be sitting in the sidelines. I mean, Krishnappa Gautam got all that amount of money and just sat there and watched the team play. I mean, so the thing about it is, whose hand is he going to win? If Dhoni, who's he going to support? And Shivam Dube is one of the players who can do it, because if you look at it, somebody like Dhoni made players like Manpreet Goni, Mohit Sharma play for India. So he has that capacity. Shivam Dube needs that amount of confidence. I think what will help is the fact that Dube plays in Mumbai. Therefore, the Mumbai, Maharashtra, all the pitches would be much more familiar to him. I suspect he likes the ball coming on. And DY Patil was actually the ground in which Shivam Dube made his statement. Before getting that first high IPL prize, it's in a DY Patil tournament that he absolutely massacred the bowling. So I think he's a little bit in a better space. A team that's understanding. Deepak Chahar out, unfortunately, which is not good news for them, but that means it gives him a huge opportunity for Shivam Dube. I think all that sets it up. He has the opportunity now, and I think they're going to either go with him or Hangar Gekar. One of these two guys is going to get a pat on the back and an extended run.
Yeah, that loss of Deepak Chahar, they went so hard for him in the auction, Harsha. They broke the record, actually. They've never really bid that much for a player. They broke a record. They really wanted him. And unfortunately, his injury will keep him out of this tournament. Who is their power play bowler? Because Dhoni really relies on him as much as sometimes bowling in 3 overs on the trot.
True. I think they're saying that midway through he might be fit to come back. We saw pictures of him on Instagram saying, "I'm jogging a bit." But as our great friend on CricBuzz, Zahir Khan, whose doctoral thesis was in hamstrings, as he will tell you, when you've got these hamstrings, quadriceps, they're like with you for the rest of your life. So I'll be surprised if he comes back and plays at the same level. But it's had such a cascading effect on the team, on everything else, because I had predicted him to bat at 7. I think the time had come for him to move up to 7. But now that he's not there, also remember, first game, no Moeen Ali. Now, what's going to happen the moment there's no Moeen Ali is, it clears the decks for them to play Devon Conway. Devon Conway is a made for CSK player. You just look at Conway in every sense. Conway is like hussy, like everybody else. He's made to play for CSK. But the fact that there is no Chahar is a huge opportunity for many others. For KM Asif, I always see KM Asif, he is charging in like he's running 100 meters every ball and never gets a game. He gets that one game every year. So he will get that game. Him or Tushar Deshpande will have to play because Chahar is not there, and it will mean a bigger role for Shivam Dube. It could have been that Shivam Dube may not have played in the 11 with Jadeja 5, Dhoni 6, and if they really thought they could get Chahar at 7, now Dube will have a slightly bigger role. So one man's problem is always another man's opportunity.
A probable 11 here, Rituraj Gaikwad and Robin Uthapade. Moeen Ali, not there, I think, for the first two, or just the first game?
First game only. He's on his way. So that place will go to Conway.
Yeah, so that goes to him. Let's say we have Amati Raidu there, Jadeja, Shivam Dube, Dhoni, Dwayne Bravo, Chris Jordan, Adam Milne, KM Asif. You could have a few slashes there somewhere, I guess.
Yes.
But this is a probable 11. A few others that you think, Joy, you obviously think Hangargekar makes it.
I think Hangargekar makes it. I think, looking at that, my big thought here, and I was thinking about it, is that given the way they are, it actually suits them that, if they're playing at Wankhede and all, because they're not very good on spinners. This is not, and especially with Moeen not there, this is not a great spin team. And this is the exact opposite of most Chennai sides you've seen who are loaded with spin. But if you look at it now, other than Jadeja, really, you're not looking at too many other class quality spinners in that lineup. And that's the one thing that is not a very Chennai characteristic. So very clearly, this is a team almost made to play in this part of the world, not to play on home pitches.